There we go. Welcome Aquarius and Aquarius cross watchers to your mini weekly love reading. So thanks for stopping by my channel today. Hope you guys have had a great weekend. So we're going to get a card for you, card for your person, and one for the situation between you. So we have the Fool here, which is, all about new beginnings. And I do want to say, just because there's been a lot of people copying my reads lately, if you see this anywhere but Infinity Tarot, please report it, or, please just shoot me a message. My email's in the description box, or a comment or something, and I can report it if you're not able to, or if you don't want to. Whoop. Ooh, okay. I feel like somebody's waiting for something from you here. Your person has the Justice, or that would be the Libra card, right? And they seem to have this energy. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure it's in the camera. It's a little bit sanctimonious. Not that Libras are, but just kind of the vibe I'm picking up from your person. I actually feel like this person is someone that they feel really full of themselves. I feel like that does seem to be coming from insecurity. I feel like this person's very secretive. It's almost like they're secretive, but they have like that come hither look. So I feel like it may be a little bit confusing to be dealing with this person, because I feel like they are, it's almost the energy of somebody that, let's say, for example, if you caught wind that they were, kind of crushing on you, let's say, but you weren't feeling it, it's like they would immediately back off and be like, oh, no, that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. You know what I mean? It just feels like it's very, they are extraordinarily protective of their heart. And what's interesting, sorry, I'm cracking my knuckles. I didn't mean to. What's interesting is that it actually feels like they may feel that they're actually pretty open. It seems from this person's perspective, they seem to feel like they offer stability, they offer openness. They seem to feel like, I think this person, it's almost like, not that there aren't any flaws with them, but they seem to feel that what they have to offer is in high demand. It's almost the energy of someone that has just finally figured out what they're worth. And it's like, sometimes you first figure something out, or something first happens. Some people need to talk about it a lot, right? And it feels like the energy of somebody that is kind of, they finally realize that the poor treatment that they've been having in previous relationships is not a good idea. Like, it's not acceptable for them. And I feel like they're in this very rigid energy, almost like if somebody, I feel like they seem to want people to approach them, but then when people approach them, it's almost like they freeze. It feels like it's a fear-based response. It feels like it's something where, oh man, I just want to give this person a big hug. They might be frustrating to you. So I apologize if that's kind of annoying to hear, but from what I'm seeing, I feel like this person, of course, like there's this deep need, not that they're needy, but it's like, of course they want to be loved. Of course they want that. But I feel like they are a little bit too scared to move. And it's almost like they also are too scared to let, it's almost like if they're behind this, right? And if you want to look at this red cloak almost as like a curtain, it's almost like they feel that if they drop that curtain and people see what they're really made of, they seem to feel that they would be disgusted with themselves. It's almost like if someone was expecting some sort of magnificent something or another, it's like it drops and there's just a goldfish in a bowl, and that's all. You know what I mean? With like a few things haphazardly thrown around. It feels to them that it's almost like they understand now that what they were receiving in previous relationships was not acceptable, but it's like, but they haven't quite hit that point where they realize that they're worthy of that kind of love that they want, even as a flawed human being. You know what I'm saying? So, hold on for a second. And I feel like you're just kind of like lighthearted, a little bit carefree over here. And I feel like this person looks at you as somebody that that would be almost like either they seem to feel if the two of you were in a connection that they could lean on you. They see you as somebody that is like wise and kind of a leader. It's that type of energy. They seem to feel that you would be a good partner. They seem to feel like you would be someone that is trustworthy, but also, you know, takes no shiz, right? So it's like you wouldn't take theirs, and you wouldn't. They seem to feel that you're actually quite balanced. You know, some people, when you tell them things, they have a big reaction. And it's like, and then afterwards they kind of calm down and there's a, you know, whereas I feel like they see you as somebody that has the ability to see things that others don't. You know what I mean? It's almost this energy of them seeing you as that Libra energy where, you know, with Libras, they can see both sides of the coin. They can see both sides of the argument. They're able to kind of, it's all about balance with Libras, right? So they're able to see both views. It doesn't mean they agree with them, but they're able to understand them. And I feel like this person, to them, they're, if it's a brand new thing or it hasn't even started, I want to be clear, I'm not trying to put pressure on it at all. I feel like this person, it's like they're hopeful, but they're trying not to focus on something happening between the two of you, because to them I was hearing like you, or, you know, if this doesn't work out, somebody like you. And I'm not saying it won't, right? It's just, I feel like this need to make sure that it's almost like this person wants you to know they're not trying to assign you a role. They're not trying to put something on you. This person does not feel like they're the kind of person that if you, let's say the two of you were together and you wanted to walk out of their life, I mean, it would kind of break them, but they'd let you. They wouldn't kind of chase after you and pester you. And you know what I mean? Like, they wouldn't be nipping at your heels as you're walking out the door. And I feel like this person, it's almost like they don't want anybody to be around them for that reason. I feel like it's like they'd rather be loved properly than, or not loved at all. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if people want to go, they go. And this person seems to feel that it doesn't feel like they want to rush it. It doesn't feel like they want to go charging into something. I feel like you may have a much more lighthearted approach to the dynamic, but for them it's like it's serious business. Can we get a card for this other side of the Fool? Okay. So I feel like you may have just gotten out of something serious, or you've just decided to take a different kind of lighthearted approach to your life. I feel for some of you, you may have had a very heavy connection in the past. And it's like, if it wasn't the most recent, I feel like it's almost like you're not really interested in getting into something heavy right now. Is from that's what I'm seeing. And I feel like you may be kind of picking up this vibe that because this person has such a tight control on themselves, it's almost like you're not giving them side eye. You're not making assumptions, but you're looking at them like, is that something this person would do? Because, like, you're, number one, you are an Aquarius, so you're not about it, you know, period. But I feel like even further into this Fool energy, you know, it's almost like you're not even going to dip your toe in a pond that feels like it's going to try to control you, because you're not playing with fire. You know what I mean? You're just not. It almost feels like it's just hands off. And not even with this person, but just with the type of energy or expectation that it's, I feel like you're getting the wrong impression. Not from this reading necessarily, but from their energy, right? It's like their energy comes across as a very stern sort of thing, but I actually feel like this person it's, oh God, it's heartbreaking. They're just looking for their person, okay? It's like they're just looking for that one. And it's like, if you're not that one, that's cool. They're not going to do a big thing about it. But it does, and it's not even, just that if this doesn't work out, it's not just this situation. This person feels very alone. And I feel like to a certain extent, they're starting to kind of give up on being able to find anybody at all. And as they give up on that, it's like they kind of get colder and more reserved and colder and more detached. And it's almost like they just kind of keep pulling themselves, like pulling their energy back into themselves. And I feel like they're losing hope. So the situation between you guys, I don't know if you saw that card came out. It came out like this. So I feel like this person, let's see, between the two of you, I'm kind of getting that this person may be starting to change their mindset here. So I'm just going to, my hot coffee is just sitting there calling my name. 1 second. Excuse me. It's almost like as this person starts to lose hope, I feel like something comes in and kind of reminds them, like, just because it's not happening right now doesn't mean it's not going to happen, right? And I feel like this person, it does feel very heavy. I feel like there's that feeling. Let me describe it to you this way. This is how I'm relating to it. I'm not trying to make it about me. It's just to kind of help describe the energy. So it's like, how, let's say something really, really challenging happened last night or yesterday, right? And it's like, and you dealt with it then, you process some emotions, but there's still residual today. So it's like you kind of always feel like you're on the verge, but it's not close enough that it's actually going, the dam will break. It's just there. It's just like you're holding it in your heart. And it's like maybe you'll kind of express those emotions when you get home or something like that, but it just feels like it's kind of following this person all the time. It's just this general, almost like, I want to say malaise sort of feeling. And I feel like they would want to explore something with you or explore taking the next step, but it just feels like it's almost like they're not even in a place where they would be able to receive it right now, because it's like even if you came in, they wouldn't believe it, because I feel like they're still kind of struggling in that place with feeling worthy enough for the love that they know is out there. Excuse me. I do kind of feel like there's this message of hope that will be coming in for your person. I'm just not so sure they're going to receive it. And I do feel that if you, kind of walk out of this person's life, and this isn't to downplay the connection or, try to, put guilt on your shoulders at all. It just feels like if you choose not to be involved with this person, it's almost like it's more confirmation that they're not worth it. And I want to stress, like, and you probably already know this, but I feel a certain responsibility to say it. Of course you're not going to get with somebody, for that reason, right? To make sure that they don't feel that way, because I feel like that's doing yourself a disservice, right? And them really too, because it's almost like if you go into it with that kind of skewed reasoning, not that the reason is wrong, but that's the wrong reason to enter a relationship. It's almost like your heart wouldn't be in it, and they wouldn't get the best of you. And I feel like being unhappy in that, if you didn't want to be with them, okay, maybe you do, but if you didn't, I feel like getting with someone, or almost trying to, like, some of you may not get with them, some of you may kind of start a friendship with this person to some extent. And from what I'm seeing, it feels like the energy that they're in is the energy you kind of just got out of. And I feel like you certainly seem to understand yourself more and certain situations and things that have happened more, because you can see how you were affecting your life, because you see it in this person. But it does not feel at all that you are looking to go backwards. So I know that was a little long-winded. I apologize. again, if this reading resonated, I hope it was helpful and brought you some clarity. Again, if you're seeing this reading anywhere but Infinity Tarot, please report the channel because that's the only place you'll see these. If you're new here, welcome. I usually upload these mini love reads on Sundays and then a longer read on Thursdays, so twice a week. So please keep an eye out for those if you're so inclined. The May 2023 love reading is coming out this Thursday. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you on the next one. Much love. Bye.